Alright, so we built it up to a pretty decent size, and now we're going to tamp it down with the shovels at first, and then snowshoes if we can get on it without it sliding apart. But yeah, we just want to solidify this as much as we can before we add more, and then once we add more we'll tamp it a second time and let it sit for a couple of hours. So we need to whack at it because softer snow might fly apart, like, and slide down. So just like gentle around the base, on the top. Now we've pretty much packed it down, and as you can see it's still pretty fluffy, but that's alright. More weight on top will just pack it the rest of the way. Yeah, now we've got like the, basically, hopefully, the shape of the inside kind of mapped out, and this will shrink a little bit. Now we're going to add the rest of the snow, and we'll be able to pack that down really tightly, walk on top of it, and then let...
Okay, well, we piled it up about as high as we think we want to go. And we tamped it the first time at one height. Now we've built it up. We're going to tamp it down again so that that centering can happen, the crystallization, recrystallization of the snow crystals can happen, make this really solid. So I'm just going to walk around on top here and get this good and firm. Then we're going to leave it sit, what, for about an hour, Dan?
Yeah, maybe an hour or two.
Hour or two. Let the crystals harden, and then we'll get to digging out the inside.
So now we're sticking some sticks into the side to give us some markers while we're hollowing it out. And we want about maybe 8 to 10 inches, maybe 8 to 12 inches around the base. Then on the top you can get away with 8 inches or less. And certainly while you're digging it out, you'll dig the top first, and we want the top to be nice and lightweight and thin. And then we dig out the sides, and then it gets thicker. So that's why we put the different things. Alright, so got done packing it. We stuck the sticks in there, and now we let it sit. We need to wait a couple of hours. It's pretty cold here, and this snow is pretty fine, and it's already hardening a lot. But you want to give it time. If you do it too early, big chunks will fall down commonly while you're hollowing it out, and it just doesn't work very well. So now we're going to hollow this out, and we got a couple of different kinds of shovels that are good for it. This one is, pretty good for just clearing out the entrance. It's pretty long for being inside, so try to use this when we get up inside. I have 2 different sizes. And this is also pretty good for clearing out the floor when you want to cut, just like a straight kind of line, and for just kind of finishing when you're on the inside. So that's what we're doing. This is a kind of a longer part of the process, but once you kind of get in there, it goes pretty fast, especially if you have someone shoveling. And then I've also started a snow wall right over here just to keep the wind down. Kind of makes a cool spot right here. And yeah, we'll just pile the snow from the inside onto the snow wall as we go. So back to it. We're out here back at the Quinzee. It's slept out here last night, and we finished carving it out and poked the hole in the top to finish the whole process. So now it's ready to use. So basically, start to end, we kind of gathered as much snow as we could and just made a big pile, and then we let that sit and sinter is the term, which means to let the snow recrystallize, which lets it harden. And then we put sticks about 8 to 12 inches long kind of throughout the entire snow pile and kind of the shorter ones on top. And those let us know where to stop digging from the inside. And then we moved all the snow out and left a little bit of a platform inside so that when you get in, you kind of go in the entrance and go up. And that lets cold air kind of seep and like run out the entrance while you're sleeping. And then perspiration from your breath will go out the hole in the top. So kind of a well-built Quinzee is good, well ventilated. And last night I certainly noticed that it was not too foggy in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And we kind of just added some small stuff to the camp. A wind wall, which is nice, and a fire pit. And that's about it. Now this will be here for a few months, hopefully.